Hi everyone, so here I am. I've been making some Christmas cupcake soaps, and these are going to be Poinsettia, and I've just made them all white all the way through with a gorgeous fragrance, which definitely smells like bleach, but it's not. It's just a gorgeous smell for Christmas, like figgy and lemon and orange. It's just absolutely delicious. So what I'm going to do first of all is cut these peaks off, all of the soaps, and then we're going to pipe some poinsettias and some little pinprick dots on there. Just turn the camera so I can make sure that you can see what I'm doing. I've got my knife, and we're just going to slice this off, each one. Just watch yourself if you're doing this, obviously, I have to say that. I don't want anyone slicing their fingers off. I know I always say this, but I really am going to do my best to get more videos out. Actually, they'd make a decoration for soap, wouldn't they? Chocolate drops. White chocolate drops. The reason I'm doing this is because I need it to be flat on the top to pipe the poinsettia on there. You could always do it with a pair of scissors if you don't want to use a knife the way I'm doing it. I just thought it'd be nice to have an all white cupcake soap that smells of Christmas with red poinsettias on them, just little red dots all over the outside of it. So I made these yesterday. And cutting the top off will help the soap that I'm going to pipe. It'll help the soap adhere to it. So that's what they look like without the tops on them. And over here we've got some soap base mixed, ready to go. But I'm going to put the red colouring in. And this red colour is CI 12490. Can't see what I'm doing. CI 12490. It's from the Soap Kitchen. I did used to buy this from Just a Soap, but they seem to be watering it down. They've watered it down so much I can't even get a red colour in my cold process soap anymore. So this one is the soluble in water, and I do have the insoluble as well. The insoluble is a deeper red, and the soluble is really vibrant. It's a really, really vibrant red. See? it's looking a little bit pink to me. Probably a cupful, but I have watered this down a little bit. The good thing with the soap kitchen is it's not watered down too much. And as you can see, it's thickening up now. And we'll just keep stirring that occasionally, sporadically, until it's the correct thickness to pipe. So I'll be back with you when it's ready to go. Okay, so I would never pipe cupcake soaps at this thickness. It's just a little bit thin and runny. But it's perfect for what I'm going to do now, which is pipe the little dots onto each cupcake. You can't use a fast moving fragrance in this because you'll run out of soap batter really quick. It needs to be a very slow moving fragrance. If you don't know what that means, if you don't know what that means, it means how fast the soap sets. And obviously I want to also get my poinsettias out of this little batch here as well. I don't want to waste any, but if I have to make some more, I'll make some more. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'll just put a spoonful in there, and then flatten it down and scrape it down with the back of my hand all the way to the bottom. And then just knock it down, so hopefully we've got no air bubbles in there. Right, I'll move you down here now. Oh, you can see exactly what I'm going to do to each one. So that's one done, and I'm going to start where I started piping over here. Can you see? And I'm just going to start piping dots onto it like this. Normally I would hold the soap up and just do it at a higher height, but because I'm trying to make a video for you, I've got to change things slightly. Now what I can see is they're not as neat the way I'm doing it, so I think I'm going to have to lift up this, and I'll lift up the camera as well so you can see what I'm doing. I just need something to put it on. I'll be back in a sec. Yes, we can see. Wow, it's like one of my old videos. I need time lapse or something so I can do them all, then speed it up and then slow it down just as I'm finishing. Just trying to come up with something a little bit different to what I usually do. Obviously it's a lot more work, and with the products where you put even more effort in, they tend to sell better. so you have to make them more often than you would make the others. So I've already done some gingerbread men, which I'll unmould. You can see those. I'm doing a golden nugget soap. That's like a loaf of soap, sliced soap. A Christmas cake, which will be in a cake rather than a loaf. I was going to do it as a slice, a loaf slice, but I thought I might as well make it as a cake. So we'll be able to show you that. I've done some snowballs which are already on the website for bath bombs. And there are other things that I've written down. I'm going to do a cupcake called Ruby Slippers, which is going to be bright red and just covered on the top in red glitter. But I'm just waiting for my glitter to come, so probably won't be able to do that for a week, maybe be another week. And you'll just have to, I probably don't sound myself because I'm not used to doing videos and making and talking, but I'm sure as I get used to doing them more, you know, I might sound good. And if anybody wants to know what the tip is, I'm afraid I don't know. It doesn't have a number, this one, but it's just got a very, very fine hole on the end of it. So if you just look for one with a very fine hole. And again, for making a cupcake with this pipe and nozzle, not the one I'm using, the actual cupcake, you need to use a slow moving fragrance or no fragrance at all, because it's very hard to pipe it smooth. I mean, these aren't perfect, but they're probably almost as good as it'll get. I quite like the red and white, actually. You probably don't want to watch me pipe all of these, but I'll pipe until my battery runs out and then charge it up. No, it's not the battery, it's the SD card. It only films for 10 minutes. I keep meaning to get a new one, which like a longer one that'll film for a lot longer, but I keep forgetting. My arm's aching already. Actually, what's good about this is if there are any imperfections at all, you can fill it in with a bit of this soap.
The profiteroles must be cooked first, allowing them plenty of time to crisp up and cool before they're filled. Yeah, I'm really happy with these. They seem quite dry in the middle already.
I think it's very difficult to find something that hasn't been done before. Everything's been done now, and some. It's starting to thicken up a bit now, so it'll be just about, when I finish these, it'll be just ready to do the poinsettias on the top. And I do have a number on that piping nozzle, so I'll be able to give you that. 2 to go. I do like red anyway, definitely a red lover. It might even be my favourite colour. This is the last one. Works better the closer you hold it to the soap, the better the little ball pipes. Because you do want them to stay there. That is it. The dots. Woohoo! All done. So now it's time to do the poinsettias, which are going to go right in the middle of each one. I like them. I think they look cute. Right, so we'll just get the other nozzle ready, and we'll get going with those. I've never ever done this before. What I'm doing here I've never done before, and I've never done poinsettias before, so I've no idea how they're going to turn out, but we'll see in a minute. So we've got some silver pearls here. These are just from Marks and Spencer's, and they're actually going to go in the middle of the poinsettia, and you'll need a pair of tweezers as well, but we'll do those at the end. So I was going to tell you the number of the nozzle. I think it's ST52, and it's the pipe and nozzle to pipe a leaf. Because I've re-washed my bag because it's the only bag I had with a small hole at the end. The other holes are cut right up here for the bigger nozzles, so I couldn't use a new one, but it's got colour all over it. Right, let's go. So we're going to pipe a circle of leaves and then another smaller circle of leaves above. Let's see how it goes. So I've got 6 there, and I'll do 4 smaller ones in the middle. Does it look like a poinsettia? I think it does, doesn't it? It's not brilliant, but it will do. So we'll just put the pearls on this one. There'll be 5 pearls on each one. There you go. I think it looks okay. Voila! Definitely looks like a poinsettia. When you pipe in the leaf, you need this. It has. Well, let me show you with the. You can see the shape of it there. When you're piping it, you need to pipe it this way so that this part just drags a pattern down the middle of the leaf so it looks like a leaf. I used to do it the other way because I didn't know what I was doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, you could just do the 6 if you wanted. I think it might work. Without doing the 4 on the top. And the harder you squeeze them out, the more it makes those lovely wrinkles on your leaf. So many people ask me the question about actually how to make the frosting on soaps. Like, do you whisk it? Do you do this? Do you do that? No, you just let it thicken up until it's ready to pipe, and you've got to stir it every now and again so that it doesn't get too thick in the middle, because it always sets quicker in the middle than it does on the outside of the pot. Just move those because I felt like I was getting a bit tight for space. They might look better with just one row, you know. Well, I can't really do one row now because I've done two on every one, but I think they might look better. I wonder if you need a closer look. It definitely makes your arm ache, this. All left to do, and then we need to put the sugar pearls on. And that's it. So we've still got loads left in the bag. I've got quite a bit left in here as well, so just put that in a mould and use that ourselves. Imagine being a baker where you had to work all night to get things like this out every day into the shop. And literally, they'll do hundreds of them. definitely a absolute palaver doing this. What does palaver mean? It takes forever and it's such a fiddle on. But hopefully it'll be worth it. I don't know, wouldn't it be easier just to do this? Of course you don't get them in a perfect position, but it's a lot easier. I think my battery's going to run out, so I hope you enjoyed that. I did it all for you. And if the battery is going to go, I'll see you next time for the next soap video. We did it. There you go. There they are. I will unmould them so we can see what they all look like unmoulded when they've dried off. Bye for now.